What's up guys, and welcome to this tutorial where we will be going over question 3 of the 2019 IEB AP Maths exam. So question 3 is on differentiation by first principles. Okay, a nice simple question which is very procedural. So let's get into it. So it says determine the derivative by first principles if f of x is equal to the square root of x plus 3. So let's do this right here. So we have question 3 where f of x is equal to the square root of x plus 3, and we want to find the derivative. So if we look at our formula sheet, we can say that the derivative f dash of x is equal to the limit as h tends to 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x over h. Okay, so we can continue and we can say that is the limit as h tends to 0 of, and everywhere we see x, we now replace that in f of x with x plus h. So we're going to say that's the square root of x plus h plus 3 minus the normal x plus 3 over h. Okay, and now if we try evaluate this and we let h tend to 0, then the bottom becomes 0. So the denominator becomes 0, which is undefined. So we obviously need to do some manipulation here. Okay, and when we have square roots, a common practice is to multiply by the conjugate. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So we're multiplying by the conjugate. Okay. Okay, so we're basically multiplying by 1 because the top and the bottom are both the same, and by conjugate all we did was change the sign here. Okay, so now when we multiply this out, we get that this is the limit as h tends to 0 of, basically when we multiply by the conjugate, you just take, let's call this a and this b, and it becomes a squared plus b squared. In this case, minus b squared. Okay. So it's going to be x plus h plus 3 minus x plus 3 all over h times this whole bracket x plus h plus 3 plus the square root of x plus 3. Okay, so we can see that we can rewrite this as h plus x plus 3. Okay, and that cancels with this x plus 3, so those two go away. Okay, so what we're left with is we're left with the limit as h tends to 0 of h all over h times the square root of x plus h plus 3 plus the square root of x plus 3. Okay, these h's cancel, so the top becomes, we can replace the top with 1, and then we can let the limit goes to 0. So when we let the limit go to 0, so when we let h goes to 0, what we're left with is 1 over the square root of x plus 3 plus the square root of x plus 3, okay, which is obviously equal to 1 over 2 times the square root of x plus 3. Okay, so this would be our final answer, f dash of x. Okay, and that is the final answer. Okay, so once you get to the final answer, a very good test is to just do this by not first principles. So to find the derivative, let's do it in a different color. So we say f dash of x. Okay, so we can say f of x is equal to x plus 3 to the half. Okay, now if we found the derivative, that's equal to a half by the chain rule times x plus 3 to the minus a half, which is equal to 1 over 2 times the square root of x plus 3, which is exactly what we got. Okay, so we can say that that was, so that what our analysis is correct. Okay, if you don't, I understand I might have gone through the multiplication here a bit quickly, so if you don't believe me, that you can just say that this is a and this is b and it's a squared minus b squared, then you can go ahead and multiply it out and see that it comms right. Okay, and yeah, so we get 8 marks for that. And yeah, that's the end of the video. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you found this useful.